Hello, hello, my dear angling friends. Welcome back to the channel, your trusted source for all things fishing. Today, we're diving deep into the fishing forecast for a specific day that promises both challenges and rewards. The 16th of November, 2025, right here in beautiful Ireland. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Mid-November in Ireland? Isn't that a bit chilly? And you'd be right. But as I always say, there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad gear. This day, my friends, is going to be a fascinating one for us anglers, with a mix of brisk conditions and some real opportunities for those who know where to look. So grab your cuppa, settle in, because I'm about to break down exactly what you can expect and how to make the most of it. Stick with me and I'll tell you why this particular day might just surprise you with some serious action, especially for our toothy friends and those incredible coastal fighters. Let's jump straight into what's biting and how to catch them. First up, the mighty pike. My friends, November is absolutely prime time for these freshwater predators in Ireland, and today is certainly no exception. With the cooling water temperatures, pike are really switching on, looking to pack on weight before winter truly sets in. Where to find them? Forget the shallow bays where they might have been a month ago. This week, focus on deeper water. Think around 6 to 10 meters. Look for drop-offs, the edges of deep weed beds, and any kind of underwater structure like sunken trees or rock piles. The pike will be holding in these ambush spots, waiting for schools of roach or perch to swim by, seeking those more stable temperatures. Big lofts like Lough Derg and Lough Ree are showing excellent activity for these giants. What to use? This is the time for big, slow presentations. A large deadbait, like a mackerel or herring, fished static on the bottom can be absolutely deadly in these conditions. If you're a lure angler, don't rush. Slow-sinking, large, soft plastics in natural colors, like roach or perch patterns, will be your best bet. A little trick for today, given the patchy rain we might see, is to work your lures slowly and deliberately, pausing them often. Pike can be a bit sluggish in these conditions, and a slow, tantalizing presentation often triggers that strike, offering them an easy meal. Remember, friends, conservation is key. You can only keep one pike under 50 centimeters in length, and all pike over 50 centimeters must be returned carefully to the water. Also, live fish as bait are strictly prohibited here in Ireland. Next, let's talk about the incredible bass. November is renowned as a superb month for bass fishing along the Irish coast, often yielding some of the largest specimens of the year. The sheer abundance of baitfish, often pushed around by the prevailing winds, makes bass incredibly active. Where to find them? You'll want to target them along the southern and western coasts. Don't shy away from rocky outcrops, sandy beaches with good structure, or areas with strong currents. These are their hunting grounds. For tackle, big topwater lures that cause a lot of commotion are proving incredibly effective, especially if you get a calmer weather window. Many anglers report that fishing into the dark on a rising tide is often the best time for bass. Consider fresh crab and razorfish, which are irresistible to bass, or try spin fishing with surface lures or shallow diving crankbaits. For bass, there's a bag limit of 2 fish in any 24-hour period. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty, the theoretical base that shapes our forecast. The weather for the 16th of November 2025 in Ireland. We're looking at a rather cool day. Daytime temperatures will hover around 9 degrees Celsius, dropping to about 8 degrees Celsius overnight. We can expect some light drizzle, around 3 millimeters of precipitation, so definitely pack your waterproofs just in case. Wind will be a factor with an average speed of around 27 kilometers per hour, making it breezy to moderately windy, likely from a westerly or southwesterly direction. This cooler, damp weather, combined with potentially falling or variable atmospheric pressure, tends to make fish seek deeper, more stable water, or feed opportunistically if baitfish are pushed by the wind. Water temperature in Irish coastal waters is still holding relatively well for mid-November, averaging around 12 degrees Celsius, but the trend is definitely downwards. Freshwater temperatures will be similar or perhaps a degree or two colder. This cooling means that while predators like pike and bass are active, and taking advantage of abundant baitfish, coarse fish like perch are becoming less active in shallow areas and are already seeking deeper sanctuary. So, target those deeper features for your perch if that's your game. As for the moon phase on the 16th of November 2025, we'll have a waning crescent moon. It will be around 8 to 12% illuminated, getting closer to the new moon. Many anglers, myself included, believe that the period leading up to a new moon can sometimes lead to a tougher bite for many species, as fish might be less active. However, the increased darkness during this waning phase can often mean a stronger bite for predators, particularly during those low-light periods at dawn and dusk as they use the light to hunt. So for us, with the moon visible for a good part of the night, it could mean a stronger evening bite, especially for pike and bass. Considering all these factors, my friends, the overall fish activity for the 16th of November 2025 can be rated as capricious to good, with periods of strong activity for predators. The cooler air and dropping water temperatures will make some coarse fish a bit sluggish, sending them deep. However, the abundance of baitfish and the clear activity of pike and bass, combined with a generally favorable window for opportunistic feeding, mean that if you're targeting the right species with the right tactics, you could have a fantastic day. Don't be afraid of the breeze or the patchy rain, dress appropriately, and the fish will be there. So, my friends, that's your forecast for the 16th of November. I wish you all tight lines and, as they say, nios mona ariabol na scalai, no tail, no scales, a traditional wish for good luck. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you never miss another forecast. And tell me in the comments below, what are your go-to tactics for pike and bass in late autumn? Have you ever had an incredible fishing day during a waning crescent moon? Share your observations.